Hello, I'm Courtney, what's up? And today I'm going to be doing a spoiler-free review on the movie The Light Between Oceans. So I just got back from seeing this movie, and the movie was released this past Friday, and I saw a trailer for it like a few weeks ago, and I was like, hey, that looks pretty good, and I've heard the book before, so I kind of want to check this out. And I just got back from seeing it, and oh my goodness, this movie is the most depressing thing I've ever witnessed. I'm not going to go into any spoilers because honestly so much crazy stuff happened where I feel like I couldn't even explain how I felt about everything, but let me just tell you, this movie is super sad. If you get easily emotional, I do not recommend you go see this movie because you'll cry in like the first 10 minutes. But if you do not know what The Light Between Oceans is about, it's actually based off a book by M.L. Stedman, and I think it was released back in 2012, so it's been out for a good bit, and I've heard really good things about the book, and I kind of wish that I read the book. But at the same time, I don't wish that I did because I feel like the book honestly would have probably been more depressing. And I think that's why I'm just doing a short little spoiler-free review because I can't like compare the movie and the book, which that kind of stinks because that's what I usually do in the reviews. But this is one of those rare cases where I haven't read the book yet. Honestly, I don't think I'm gonna read the book now because the book's probably more depressing. And I don't think I could put myself through that again because this movie has made me so sad. But to summarize the movie, I've looked up a summary because if I tried to summarize the movie, it would honestly be terrible and then I would just start freaking out and probably go into spoilers, so I'm just gonna read this a little summary. The Light Between Oceans is about a lighthouse keeper meets the daughter of the school's headmaster and is immediately captivated, and they are soon married and living on the island. Their happiness is marred only by their inability to start a family, so when a rowboat with a dead man and an infant girl mysteriously washes ashore, Isabel believes their prayers may have finally been answered. As a man of principle, Tom is torn between reporting the lost child and pleasing the woman he loves. That's a perfect summary right there. I literally could not say that at all. If I did a summary, it would be literally just me being like, okay, these two characters, Tom and Isabel, are so cute together. I ship them so hard, but they're going through like the worst things ever. And oh my goodness, what even? Why is this happening? But yes, that is what The Light About Oceans is about. It is about two characters, Tom and Isabel, falling in love and getting married. And like the beginning of the movie was really happy and all, but then everything just started going downhill when the dead man arrived, and I was just like, ugh, I hate everyone. I overall give this movie, like, I would give it a B- because one of the things that I really liked about this movie was the cinematography and the score. They were so beautiful. Like 5 minutes into the movie, they're playing this wonderful score, and it was just so beautiful, and I was so captivated by it. And then the locations in the film, so gorgeous. Like the lighthouse, oh my goodness, it was beautiful. I just loved that little island, and the lighthouse just made it so perfect, and it was beautiful. And that was like my favorite place to be. I loved being at the lighthouse, and then with the music in the background, it was just so wonderful. All of the actors did a really good job. I was definitely really impressed with Michael Fassbender. I don't know how to say his last name. And then Alicia, I'm not even gonna try to say her last name, but them two, they did a really good job. They're the main character of the film, and they also did in real life. So I was just like shipping them hardcore throughout the movie, and they're probably now gonna become like my favorite celebrity couple ever now because they were just so cute in the film. But overall, this movie had a really good plot. It was really captivating, and there were moments where I was just like, oh my goodness, I did not see it coming. Like there was so much craziness going on. Like it just kept going, like bam bam bam, and I was just like, oh my goodness gracious. Like I said earlier though, this movie is super depressing, and if you get emotional easily, bring a bunch of tissues because you're gonna be crying your eyes out. But I didn't cry because I'm not an emotional human being, and I don't cry over like anything, period. So I'm honestly surprised to myself though that I didn't cry in this movie because like this movie's super sad. Literally, The Light Between Oceans makes Me Before You look like a comedy. Like that's how depressing this movie is because Me Before You is super sad. Like, that's one of the saddest movies I've ever seen. But now after seeing this, The Light Between Oceans takes the cake for being the most depressing thing in the world. I am glad that I saw this movie because it was really good. There were some really good scenes, and I've never like seen a movie like this before, like stuff about lighthouses, because Tom, the main character, is a lighthouse keeper. So it was kind of cool like learning about this stuff and seeing like what lighthouse keepers do, I guess. So that was really interesting. But I think that's all I can say without spoiling the movie, because I don't want to spoil you all. You all should go into this movie like not knowing anything at all, except for all the things I said. That the stuff about like Tom and Isabel, you know, like that little summary, and that this movie is super sad. Like, you need to prepare yourself if you're gonna go see this movie, because I knew it was gonna be sad, but it was much more sadder than I expected. So if you all go see the movie, please let me know how you felt about it. I would love to talk about your opinions on the film and how you thought about everything. I would love to talk about that either in the comments or social media, because I do want to talk to someone about this, but no one's seen this movie because they probably don't want to see it because they've seen the trailers and they're immediately like, oh my goodness, this looks super sad, which that's true. I totally understand why people would not want to go see this film, because it's super sad. But I hope you all enjoyed this spoiler-free review on The Light Between Oceans, and I'm Courtney, and I'll see you all next time with a new video up soon, so I will see you then. So, bye!